I think 100 meters in my prime, I would be like, I could hold my own. This is. It sounds dumb as hell, but as a kid at the KOA pool in Dixon, Tennessee, I was a I dominated swimming competitions. Listen, I was born to be a zero resistance in the water dive. I know how to do the turn.
I think one turn you're going in the wrong lane. I think first turn you're going in the wrong lane.
This is.
All right. Welcome back to this week's episode of the Sleepy Dads podcast. As always, I am Anish. I'm joined by Eric and Brandon. First of all, get some housekeeping stuff out of the way. I want to thank everybody for subscribing, for listening, for viewing our podcast in the first episode. Great turnout, great responses. So keep it going. Keep hitting that subscribe button. For anybody who hasn't subscribed yet, be sure to go to our YouTube, go to our Spotify, Apple Podcast, hit subscribe across all platforms. Any subscription helps us out, so be sure to hit that subscribe button and help the Sleepy Dads out where you can.
We love it. We love all the interaction. Also, don't forget, when we rise to the top, we won't forget you little people, and we'll throw little picnics for everybody, randomly for like public meet and greets. So we appreciate everything.
Yeah, pizza parties for everybody involved.
We'll do a pizza party in Chicago, one in Nashville, one in Chattanooga.
Yep, exactly. All the people that have subscribed right now, you guys are like on the ground floor of a
tier
startup.
Ones,
and we're about to go to the moon. With that being said, one segment we had last week that was a big hit that we got a lot of great feedback for was our fake ad read of the week by Adam and Vive, and Eric is back with another fake ad read of the week. You want to take it away, Eric?
Some say it's fake, some say it's real. We'll let you guys decide. This podcast is brought to you from Kodak, the only place you need to go to capture all of your special family and friends moments. Kodak is an innovative company that is a perfect companion to the Sleepy Dads podcast. So the next time you need to capture an adorable or frustrating moment with your kids, be sure to use Kodak and all their plethora of products to make those moments even more special. Be sure to use promo code DADWatchThis20 on your next purchase, and you'll save yourself 20% on your next off any product. Also, some subscribers mentioned an issue with the last episode's promo code, which is odd because those sweet, sweet advertising checks cleared our bank account. So make sure you enter that promo code with the proper spelling. That promo code is DADWatchThis20 at Kodak.
Excellent. Leave a comment if it didn't work.
If it doesn't work, if it's the same person again, I'm gonna start questioning their online abilities.
You can take it up with Eric.
Yeah, we might have to just drop Eric's phone number in the chat, and y'all can just reach out to him directly.
Yeah. We'll make sure to
handle it from there.
Yeah, we'll make sure
that number is 8675309.
All right. Great ad read as always by Eric. So let's jump right into it. Let's have a little bit of continuity here. I know we left last week's episode off talking about House of Dragon and our predictions for it. So let's go right into it. Brandon, that was a great audio from you. Why don't we kick off with you? What were your thoughts of the House of the Dragon season 2 finale?
Well, I mean, if you were on Twitter, you probably shared the same thoughts as me, but it sucked. It was boring. Like nothing happened. It was, I think I read, like someone said, that was just a long trailer for season 3. So I didn't like anything I read about it, any of the stuff that came out about it. I guess they had to shorten the season. Sounded like there were some budget cuts or something. I don't know. It was boring. There was like one good episode the whole season. I mean, that finale would have been I think we were talking about it. It would have been a good like episode 8 of 10, but not for a finale. Like it's just, especially from like Game of Thrones, this is not what you're looking for, So
No.
I was disappointed with it.
I agree. Brandon, you're right though. Even if they would have ended on all the dragon riders around the castle of
Cooler.
The dragon seed episode, that would have been sick. But when they were showing the montage at the end, and I was looking, I'm like, there's like 6 minutes left. Like what like all these armies, I'm like, where have they been this entire time? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
And you're right though. It was a trailer. It was a trailer for the next one. And they're like, now they're building for war. And you're like, what the heck have we been doing this entire season?
And the next one's not for 2 more years.
2 years.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
it's like this is a very forgettable season already. And I mean, even when we were talking about what we were going to talk about, I was like, oh, I forgot about House of Dragon, and it was just last week.
Yeah.
Like it was that bad. It's already out of my mind. So I don't know. I'm going to forget what happened this season by the time it comes back around. So
Because nothing happened. Nothing
Yeah.
happened. And
nothing
even
of substance.
and honestly, because I know what happens. Anish, do you know what happens to the characters and the dragons and stuff?
Yeah, I know what happens to like Rhaenyra because I mean Joffrey and Game of
Spoiler.
Thrones.
Hashtag
tells it.
spoiler.
Yeah,
I do not
hashtag
know.
spoiler. If you don't know and you don't want to hear what happens, just go ahead and fast forward about a couple of minutes
I'm
here.
a fast
No,
forward.
no spoiler talk. No
I know
spoiler
spoiler.
talk. I mean, then again, we have 3 years before this thing comes out.
Exactly. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know, dude. It was so dull after episode 4, which had like the dragon battle, like the first dragon battle of the show. Like I had such high hopes, and then it just went like downhill. It was all just like build up, but it's like how much build up can we do? Like how much strategy and like game planning can we see these characters do?
Dude, especially when you look at on the map of where Dragonstone is compared to King's Landing, they're very close. Like a dragon, you can fly there in like 2 days, not even maybe a day. Like it's super close.
Yeah,
And so
well,
you're like, what are we doing here? Like, what are we doing?
yeah, well, that scene that we talked about how it should have ended with Rhaenyra with the 3 dragons behind her. Like Aemon, it seemed like Aemon just flew there in like a couple hours.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
with Vagar, right?
Yep.
So like, yeah, it's very close. You figured like how much strategy really needs to be in play at this point. Like you guys hate each other. There's dragons galore. Most of the dragons have riders now. So
Yeah, but
what are we
Anish,
doing?
can you tell the dragons apart?
Oh hell no, no.
Vagar.
I know Vagar.
Yeah.
I know Vagar.
Yeah, we know Vagar because it fucks people up.
And then he went and Aegon went and burned down that village. We didn't get to watch that.
Dude,
We just saw like the
Nope. You know what I think? Dude, one of the things I was thinking about, if they would have shown him legit just like a horror movie.
freaking out.
Yeah, him just like burning the castle and the city down, and like people just literally like civilians and being helpless to Vagar and Aemon destroying the
Mhm.
city. That would have been like a sick. You're just like, oh my,
Mhm.
like it would have been a downer, but it would have been like, oh my gosh, like these people's, you're at the mercy of their emotions.
Yeah.
It's like you said last week. There hasn't really been solid character development, especially in the second season. I feel like if we would have seen Aemon actually burn the village down, he could have at least gotten to his head a little bit. I mean, we already know he's a psychopath.
Yeah,
But like, I feel like being like,
Aren't we all?
visually
Aren't we
go
all
through it-
Anish?
Hey, you're not wrong. But yeah, I feel like visually seeing that it would have been nice. Like it would have added a little something to the finale, like the lack thereof. Really, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I agree, and also Anish, I asked Brandon this after the finale. Are there? And I think I even asked you, Anish. Are there any characters that could die right now that you would be like disappointed or sad or like shocked that they died
Right now, no.
right now? Any like and like you know like this is no spoiler. If like the Rhaenyra, if Alicent, if Otto Hightower, who was in a cell randomly, like if he died, you'd be like, I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah, they did nothing to build any emotional value for any
Yeah.
characters. I know that's what they're trying to do and try to make you feel like, oh, I don't know who I should be rooting for, but at this point, I'm not rooting for anybody.
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
know who I'm supposed to be rooting
Uh-huh,
for
uh-huh.
because I could care less about any of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, pretty much. And like nothing good happens to anybody on the show, but it is, you're like, you should feel bad. Like, even if it's always comparing to Game of Thrones, but like
Mhm.
when the red wedding happened,
Yeah.
and even Joffrey, the purple wedding, when he was poisoned, you were like, yes, because you hated him. And like, I don't hate Aemon. I don't hate Daemon Targaryen. He was like doing ayahuasca in
Harrenhal.
in
Harrenhal.
Harrenhal, thank you. He was there, doing his stuff, and you're just like, I don't hate any of these people. Like, I think they're all bad people, or maybe they're good people. I don't know.
yeah. I don't know. We'll leave it up in the air.
I think they killed a lot of their momentum going into the next season, and knowing that there's two. So, Brandon, high level, there's like 15 things that need to happen in the next 2 seasons, but going off these first 2 seasons, the pacing it would be like Operation Warp Speed for the seasons 3 and 4 if they do things that are in the book. And then even if they don't do it, you're like, then why did you do the show if you're
Yeah.
not even going to include all the cool things that happen?
Yeah, for me, when I first heard about the show, I I thought, or was hoping that they would at least run the show out to get at least to the Mad King, right? But I don't think they're
God,
gonna get to
that's
the
like
Mad
hundreds
King.
of years.
I know, but they did the whole time jumps in the first season.
Yeah,
Like you can
that's
make
true.
it work.
They
right?
covered like 30 years in the first season.
Exactly. So I feel like you can make it work, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts on House of Dragon?
Honestly, I was pumped for season 2, and now I just feel like I'm like, oh look, another show that's not gonna stick around or not stick the landing, which is typical Game of Thrones. It's like, oh well, here we go. It's gonna be a dud.
I mean, I was trying to think. I was like, what would be the talking point? What's the takeaway from this season? And there's gonna be a fight. I don't know.
Yeah, which after the first season, we're literally at the same point of the first. Like, the armies are building. You're like, what the hell was the first season? Like your son and dragon were killed. You want peace, but guess what, lady? You're not getting peace.
Which you would have thought that would have been the trigger for the war.
Yeah, like a prince, the heir to the queen was killed, and people are still like, I don't know who to declare for, and you're like, mother, MFer.
Yeah.
We're gonna fight. You just don't know it.
Exactly. Yeah, the only thing I gained from this season is that Vagar is a cheat code, and we knew that after the first season. So really, nothing new. So, all right, that's enough House of Dragon talk.
Yeah.
Also, if you haven't heard, House of Dragon is going to end after. Yeah, it's going to end after season 4. So that's either good or bad, depending on how you.
Which is crazy because the whole Dance of the Dragons is like a 3-year, 4-year window, and yet we're still in the first like months of the battle of the whole thing, and yet they're going to do the next 2.5 years in 2 seasons, and so that's where you're like, lame.
Yeah, enough of this. Leave a comment who you want to win, or who you don't want
Are you
to
team
win.
green, team black? Let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
Team don't care.
Yeah, team don't care. Yeah, let us know that too. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Let's talk about some dad stories of the week. I know it's been a week since we last met up, so have you guys had any interesting things happen from a dad perspective to you guys? I know, Brandon, we let you go first last week, so I'll let Eric go first this week.
Oh, I was going to let Brandon go first.
Okay, go ahead, Brandon.
It doesn't matter.
I don't have anything crazy. I guess the big thing, dad adjacent. I'm an uncle times 4 now.
Oh yeah,
so
Brandon!
Shout out my brother.
I meant to start off from the top. Congratulations on being uncle. Congratulations, Tyler and Macy. Congratulations to them.
Yeah. So I got 4 of them now. That I must just be a good one. I keep getting them. So shout out me too. I've worked hard for this.
Hey,
so that's a big deal
in our books.
Yeah, so that's a big deal. And then the rest of it's just been this week's been, and this coming week is just back to the grind. School, we got Haley in high school, Lily middle school, Savannah's in 2nd grade. So I got one in each. Got to catch them all.
In high
Pokemon.
School?
Yeah, freshman.
Oh my god!
So,
where did time go?
Yeah, so that'll make you feel old. But
nope. I haven't aged today.
So school grind, and then Lily and Savannah full blown back to dance schedule, and then Haley's getting back into. We got cross country coming up, so we're just busy, man. It's been a lot, but I'm proud of them for finding stuff that they like, and they work hard at it and do it a lot. So but it's a grind. It's a busy grind.
That's awesome.
So,
that is crazy that Haley's a freshman in high school doing track and field and stuff. Like that's wild. Wild. And it is awesome because she is working hard.
Yeah. We were out there right before dinner. I had her running intervals in the neighborhood. So
no, I think you like it because you get to you're like, hey, go run that hill. Hey, go run again. Not he's like the Herb Brooks again.
Well,
most of the time I run with her. But I'd already worked out this morning. I was like, she's like, you're not running with me? I was like, no, I already worked out today. I was like, you're the one that's got to do cross country, not me.
Yeah. Brandon said, see that mountain over there? Go run to it.
Yeah.
Brandon, there's a rock.
Was your workout just disappearing into the woods? Because all your Instagram stories are just you just hiking and disappearing.
Hey, I actually, man, I threaded the needle this weekend and the stars aligned. Courtney had to, she helped out with the studio. They do a company picture company photo shoot thing at the beginning of the dance season. So, and Courtney helps with that. So both girls were there, and then Haley went to help out with that, and then she ended up going to a friend's house, and the other girls were hanging out with friends. So I literally had a free half morning to myself. So I went rode bikes, and then met up with Steezy, one of our other college buddies who lives here in Chattanooga, and we saw Deadpool and Wolverine.
nice.
So that was I had a
Dude.
nice little Saturday morning.
Anish, have you seen Deadpool 3?
I haven't yet. I just
Oh,
haven't had time to go
it's so
check it
good.
out yet,
Dude, it's
I'll go watch it with you, Nish. Come down.
so damn good.
I know. I've heard nothing but great things about it.
It was
I need
awesome.
to-
It's
It was so much
literally
fun.
it like it just shows you put the right stars in a good movie, and like
Mhm.
people will like flock to see it. Like
Yeah.
it's very fun. It's a very fun, entertaining, good action. The story is, it's all over the place and stuff at parts, but it's a fantastic movie. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
It was good when seeing theaters. The music's great. All the
Mhm.
fight scenes are awesome.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, listen. Anytime you have Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, I'm sold.
it's sick. It's sick, dude.
Yeah, they do a good job with that. So Brandon, going off of the dad stories, you're talking about how you're a proud dad, which leads perfectly into mine. So my oldest, Ophelia, she's been doing cheerleading. She's been doing gymnastics, Irish dance stuff, trying to figure out what she likes. Well, she's really getting into the cheer stuff. And she's been working on doing her cartwheels, somersaults, the back bends. Well,
Mhm.
proud dad, she's gotten very good at doing cartwheels, like very good at them. The other night, so this is also, don't forget, Eric here my knee has gone through the ringer the last month with my knee injury and recovery and all that stuff. Getting her to bed, it's getting to be like 8:30 at night. It's like the 30th time I've told her, like, okay, it's bedtime. Stop doing what you're doing. Let's get into bed. It's bedtime. Stop doing what you're doing. Get into bed. It's bedtime. Stop doing what you're doing. Get into bed. So she finally goes to get in bed, and randomly she does a damn cartwheel, and her heel chops me dead center of my knee, almost dropped me to the ground, like legit, like a sledgehammer to my knee. And I was like, "Get your rear end in bed now!"
Sweep the leg, Ophelia.
Yes, she did. She went full Cobra Kai on me, and like she tried to take me down in my prime. So it's like literally, I'm like, like earlier in the day, your cartwheels are looking fantastic. You're doing great. I'm gonna biting your knuckles. Get in bed, please. You understand? Daddy's a little sore.
In her head, she's thinking, "Oh, Dad really liked it when I did cartwheels, so let me do that because I think he's getting angry right now." So
Dad is
This will
team,
calm him down.
he's team cartwheel.
yeah.
So how's the knee going?
It's doing very good. I've been able this past week. I've been able to actually run on it, and I've been sending updates to Brandon and a couple of other fitness friends. Even got it 2 miles in today. Got a couple miles in on Thursday. So we're able to run. I still can't do deep like squats, or I can't like for lack of a better word, I can't act like a dog on the ground on hands and knees, like running around. It's too much pressure on my knee. But
Crawl?
yeah, crawl. Oh, Brandon, that's a better word. I went straight fluffy mode. I'm like, hey, if I was a dog,
Yeah.
no, getting led around a room. No, crawling's better.
What kind of stuff do you do at home?
Hey, we don't kink shame.
That's another pod.
We
That's
don't
another
kink.
pod.
Yeah, we don't kink shame. That'll be the next ad.
Yeah.
Did you get to keep your handicap parking spot at work?
Unfortunately, no. I am walking in the parking lot. But no,
Here.
I'm on the up and up, getting ready for it. I'm back on track, getting ready for a Spartan race in November.
Nice.
So shout out any of you subscribers out there. The boys will be doing a Spartan race in South Carolina in November. So if you want to sign up for it, meet us there. We'll have shirts, say the fam.
Have a meet and greet.
Yeah, we'll do an impromptu meet and greet. We can rub mud on each other. It'll be great.
Yeah. Now, little backstory. I know Eric said the fam. So the fam is actually our college intramural team back when we were in college.
And it's more a lifestyle.
Yeah, it's at this point it's a lifestyle. Yeah, it's just a bunch of dudes living in an all boys, all male dorm that just got together and decided to play some ball. You know, and that's the type of lifestyle.
And we are like the very good of the mediocre teams.
Yeah, kings. Yeah, we're kings of the middle class.
Yes,
not quite
kings of. How'd they get that far?
And honestly, how many times did we play teams and like after the first couple series, they'd be like, "What the hell? Like this is way more competitive than I thought it'd be." Like the the meme of Bane or Batman, and it's the pink guy in the pink suit walking around the corner with his hands up. That's us. Like we're right into the corner, man. Let's go. We're going toe to toe.
Yeah. You look at us. We don't look like the most athletic bunch.
we are.
coming up to the field. But damn it,
This
we can,
athleticism.
we can ball. Yeah.
This is peak male performance.
Yeah,
That was the alternate name of the pod.
yeah, peak male performance.
Yeah. But that would get into other things, and that's not.
Yeah. Speaking of peak male performance, yesterday we signed up Zoya for a 2K run. It's like a 2K color run, like specifically for kids. And what is it? It's like 1.2 miles, so it's not like crazy.
Yeah, but for a little kid,
Yeah, that's a lot for a little kid.
Yeah, so proud dad moment. She ran like, I would say like 95% of the way. Like actually was like running, didn't stop. And
let's
like,
go Zoya.
yeah, she only stopped for a couple times, just kind of walk. Even then, she didn't like fully stop. She just kept walking. So definitely proud of her for that part. Out of shape dad moment. So like the way they set it up.
Did you have to run with her?
So the way they set it up was it was just like it was just like in a big open field where they have like soccer fields and stuff like that, and they just kind of like chalk drew like a path for the kids to run. And they're like, if the parents want to run, or if they need to run with the kid, they can run outside the path.
Priya was like, Anish, you're running.
Yeah. So in our heads, we're like, oh, Zoe will be fine, whatever. Like we'll still be able to see her, but the path kind of goes like around the corner where you can't see any kid. So like Zoya was like not having that. So I'm like, shit. All right, I got to have to run now. And like, mind you, I was not prepared. I was not mentally prepared to run like a 2K at 9:00 in the morning. So like, I didn't even warm up or anything, dude. I was just like, all right, fuck it, let's just do it, right? So I was fine.
Couch to 2K.
Yeah, no, yeah. So I was good about halfway, and then I was like, this isn't bad. I'm actually feeling pretty good. So I started fucking around, and like, I was like, Zoe, I'm gonna take off, and you try to catch up to me.
Oh,
like,
Nish.
There was a little bit of distance. Yeah.
Oh, Nish.
I started just like sprinting, and I was fine. But then when I slowed down, my hammy kind of tightened up a little bit, and I was like, it felt like it was about to tear right off the bone, and I'm like, this was the dumbest mistake that I could have made in my life. Yeah. It was not fun. So I limped my way through the finish.
Dude.
You finished though? You didn't get a DNF?
I did. No, I finished. Finisher. I always finish, Brandon.
Way to go, Anish.
Yeah. So Hammy's good today though. We're fine.
Good.
Avoided all major injury, thank God. But yeah. Note to the dads out there. Don't think you can just start running if you haven't ran in a while.
Stay limber.
Stay limber.
Limpy Dad podcast.
Yeah, Limpy Dad podcast. Yeah.
Anish, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah, I thought we were halfway through, and I was like, "Oh man, I feel good." This is like
you don't need to go down though. Not you.
I know. I had back problems.
Yes,
hamstring problems are not what I need. So, yeah,
that's awesome.
That's my out of shot.
Did they give them medals or anything?
No, so they only gave medals to like the top finishers. Which, by the way, I kind of doubt this is. I have skeptical belief that this was actually 1.2 miles because they had it broken down into age groups. It was like 4 to 5, 6 to 7, and then 8 to 10. The fastest girl to finish in the 8 to 10 range, she finished the 2K in 6 minutes. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, that's
Dude, Anish,
what do you say? Anish, I'll say recently Katie and Brandon did a race down in Chattanooga, and there were little kids finishing like a 10K in like 24 minutes, like little kids. So
I mean, that's only just like a little. Yeah. It's like a little over a mile.
Well, okay. Yeah. So for context, everybody, Brandon is the like insane fitness guy. Anish and I we're the mediocre guys. Like we're the like what? People can run what? How fast?
Yeah. We're like,
I know, little kids are fast, man.
We'll try it out to just be a part of the group, but we're not like, it's not a lifestyle for us.
We have good intentions.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Brandon goes pathetic. He's got his niece running damn mountains in Chattanooga.
This is the last week Brandon's going to be on this pod because he's above us. We're beneath him.
Am I getting booted?
No.
I've already cast my vote.
Yeah. Speaking of the mountains, Brandon, this is what I was going to bring up earlier. You always post about being in the mountains. Do you like have like just like a camp station set up out there? Like you're just out there living life?
No, that's just the great thing about Chattanooga.
Mountains are everywhere. You know Brandon's a hillbilly. You know he doesn't do that.
Yeah. He's got a hammock station set up like every mile.
You do what?
You got like hammock station set up every mile with like a canteen of water, some snacks.
Mm-hmm.
Or no snacks. You just pick him off the trees.
No, Anish, you know Brandon's dying to tell you how he's like, no, I just run 10 miles on the regular.
Yeah,
I don't need a campsite.
Yeah, I'm trying to bait Brandon. And you know he wants to talk.
You
about
are.
It. He wants to talk about it.
You are
yeah,
trying to bait me.
Look at his
I'm
chest.
not.
His chest
You're
is
being mean. You're
Dude, his
being
chest-
mean. You're being nasty.
he's
Is
getting-
what you're doing.
Is Brandon's getting bigger on screen?
Yeah.
What's going on?
You're being nasty.
No, Brandon, what? Never. Us be nasty to you? No.
No,
Never.
No.
All right. Well, so yeah. So that was my out of shape dad moment of the week. I actually have a couple of stories. I guess I'll tell both of them. Why not? This is a Sleepy Dad's podcast.
Just
so-
friends here. We're just
Yeah,
friends.
we're just friends here. So the first story I texted you guys about, but I didn't get into detail. So I work in downtown Chicago. Easiest way to get there is just to take the train in and out instead of having to drive and finding parking, paying for parking, things like that. So going twice a week, I take the train. And on the train, there's a couple cars that are specifically set for quiet cars. So like if you're, going early in the morning or like you're kind of in that
Quiet cars.
yeah, it's like anytime before 9 a.m. and anytime between
Like a library?
3:30 and 6. It's just like people who want to like sleep and like just not be disturbed.
Okay.
Like it's just people like that.
No, I
don't
don't
be
know.
talking loudly in the quiet car, basically.
Okay.
That's the main rule.
Okay.
It's like you don't want to be that guy that's taking like a FaceTime call, like screaming at the top of your lungs on the quiet
Gotcha.
car. Yeah. It's basically the car that everybody just wants to go in and wind down at. So earlier this week, when I was going back home from the city, I accidentally hopped on the quiet car. I usually don't sit in the quiet car, but I was just happened to be in there at that time, so I was like, all right, whatever. So about 20 minutes in, there's like this family, and I saw this family get on the train, and they were already trying to teach some life lesson to this kid before they even got on the train.
Mm.
Like they were trying to teach him about like separation anxiety, because I guess the kid really was like attached to the mom, and they were like, no, the mom's gonna sit in a different car, and then the dad's gonna sit in this car, and they tried to separate the kid, and it was fine for like the first 20 minutes, and then 20 minutes in, the kid just started screaming, like literally screaming, like kicking the seats in front
And
of
you don't
him,
do that on
like,
the quiet car.
not on the quiet car, not up in here.
Did the kid know he was on the quiet car?
Yeah,
Did they tell him?
No, dude. So the
They
guy
usually
that
listen.
dude, the guy that collects tickets, like he came in and he heard them kind of talking like a little bit. This is before the screaming started, but he heard talking. He's like, just a reminder, this is the quiet car. If you want to talk, go to a different car. And like, of course, a kid's not gonna like listen to that.
Yeah.
So yeah, 20 minutes in, the kid starts losing his shit. Like it was like a complete meltdown. And like, mind you, my train ride's like an hour and 10 minutes long. So I was still on this stupid train for 40 minutes. And like I have no idea when these people are getting off. And of course they don't get off until the stop right before mine. So I had to like listen to it the whole way there.
Schaumburg,
Like,
Chicago.
yeah, Chicago, please. But yeah, so like, dude, I'm like, at what point do you just give in? Like, at what point do you just like, hey, your mom's in the other car, just go, just leave me alone, right?
Immediately.
Like, immediately. Like, especially in public, I'm like, I'm just trying to survive, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to survive out here.
I'm just trying to go home.
Yeah, exactly.
Sleepy dad.
Yeah, I'm a sleepy dad. I don't want to be here.
Yeah. So the whole point of that story is like exactly that. Like when is the right time to give in public when you're trying to teach a lesson? Because for me,
the teaching lessons in public is tough.
It's tough, right? Like I feel like there's never a good answer. Like there's never a good answer for that. Like yeah, you can hold, like, stay strong, teach the lesson, but then your kid is throwing an absolute shit fit,
And
like,
everyone
in
else
public,
hates you.
and everyone is staring at you. And I mean, by God, you're in the quiet car, for crying out loud.
Mm-hmm.
Not in the quiet car.
Yeah.
Respect the quiet car.
Respect the quiet car, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I
maybe
don't know,
quiet car's not the time for life lessons. It's like,
Right.
let's just
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. I don't know. I don't know. Our general rule is like, all right, we'll try it out, but then if she starts like getting progressively louder, then we'll just like scrap it. We'll just give in and deal with it afterwards. Probably not
give her the
best,
cookie.
Yeah.
Probably not the best route to go, but
Give her the
I don't
iPad. Here's my phone. Here.
yeah. What do you want to
Watch
watch? What do you
YouTube.
wanna watch? Yeah. Dude, yeah, we're all hostages to our kids. We think we run the household. We don't. We don't.
No,
at
I didn't
all.
think I did. I never thought I did.
Yeah, my dad never. He made it very clear we did not run the household.
Yeah. Now, Brandon, you're Dr. Doolittle. Your animals run your household.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm very low on the totem pole at this house.
Very low. What's the bottom called?
I don't know, rock bottom.
I called Brandon Dr. Doolittle because right before we started recording, his cat was in his room.
It was vocal.
Just
In the
vocal,
mic.
like
Literally
very
in the mic.
loud. Like
was going-
very loud, just meowing.
Meow.
Yeah.
Don't say her name. Should show up. The dog is at my feet too. There's a dog at the feet. There's
Oh, no.
cats. This is their witching hour too. So
Dr.
Yeah.
Doolittle. That's why, that's why you're Dr.
Exactly.
Doolittle.
That's why you're
Where-
Dr. Doolittle now.
Where's your parakeet at?
don't tell the girls we'll end up with one of those too.
Where's your bearded lizard at?
He's hopefully asleep.
Guys, we're only one of
We're
those
not-
things
we're
is
not-
made up.
Yeah. Out of everything we just talked about, only one thing is not real.
There's more. There's been more dragon action at my house this past couple
yeah.
years than the House of Dragons.
Good
so,
one, Brandon.
That's good. That's good.
Good one.
And now we're full circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like 2 animals away from starting a zoo. Might as well just go.
Might
as well just go
qualify.
right in.
I don't know.
Yeah, might as well just go in. I mean, you might be better than the Chattanooga Zoo. I don't know. I've never been to the Chattanooga Zoo, so. All right. Any other stories that you guys had?
You said you had 2 stories, Anish.
Oh yes. Thanks for reminding me. I completely forgot. So, today we had to go to like one of Zoya's dance friends. The mom, like we're kind of all spread around and across different school districts. So one of the moms was just having like a back to school party, just to have all the kids together one last time for the summer.
Oh, Brandon, Anish, we know.
Oh, we know.
Yeah,
we know.
yeah, you know.
We
Yeah,
know.
So
the girls just want to be together one last time.
yeah. So we went there and they had like this cool like little like this huge inflatable like bounce house with the slide that guys kind of goes down to like a pool. And they had like a whole trampoline set up and all that stuff. So it was cool. It was fun. And they just moved into this house, and it was like a wide range of kids. Most of the kids were around like Zoya's age, like around that 5 to 7 age range. There's a couple older ones. So we're all just sitting there, and like the owner of the house, this older kid was like just talking to him, and he's like, "Mr. Brad, how much did your house cost?" Like, just no filter, just like asking him like how much does your house cost? Like kids don't care at all. Like I was like, dang man, no filters on these kids. He's like, what's gonna ask next? How many assets you own?
How's your
What's your
portfolio
phone?
looking?
Yeah, what's your 401k look like? How liquid are you?
Did the market affect your 401k?
Yeah. So I'm like, damn, is that what I have to expect moving forward? Like Zoya asking like, hey, how
No.
much, yeah,
Nah.
No, Anish, that kid's a loser.
dude, right?
That kid's a loser and his parents are losers.
Yeah. How much does your house cost?
Yeah.
Nerve.
Get out of here.
Yeah. I'd probably smack that kid. No,
Yeah, none ya.
I wouldn't.
I would have either said none ya or like go ask your mom.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. All right. That does my stories for the week. Anybody else have anything else?
No.
Nope.
Just getting kicked in the knee is enough for me.
That's a lifetime of pain for you, Eric.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Let's move on to Brandon's favorite talk of the day, Olympics.
Yeah, he loves Olympics.
Yeah, he loves the Olympics. So
USA.
today-
USA.
So a lot of things happened since last week we talked. A lot of the fun events happened. Today, obviously.
I was gonna say the fun events that where we're going on.
Uh,
I actually did watch some of them.
Some would say that all of them are fun, but
Yeah.
continue.
They're all fun. I guess the
Eric's
brand
a big breakdancing guy.
Don't. No, I was going to say, no, did you see that? Did you see that they were calling them breakers?
Yeah.
They weren't even calling them breakdancers. Well, technically,
I was calling them losers.
They were, it's a good one. That's way better than breakers.
Yeah. That was good, Brandon.
I didn't watch it, but the clips were outrageous. It was
Well, we
ridiculous.
watched, Saturday morning, we watched the USA breaker begin his little shindig. He ended up winning bronze, and he was like, he was not good, and he got bronze.
It was
So,
bad.
yeah, that's
It
a
was bad.
joke.
I don't know what the qualifications were for.
I think that's a
breaking.
one. Apparently, it was something to do because apparently, I think breakdancing originated in France, or France has a big breakers. No, that's the thing, dude. They were showing the scores, and it didn't make any sense. And they just
Break
like
nasty.
they were like, okay, and that one ended 10-1. Moving on. You're like, what was 10-1?
Yeah.
Why? What were
gonna
they
do
doing?
it.
They were all like,
Yeah. Eric probably could have scored higher. out there.
No, I've just flopped to the ground. Oh, my knee.
I mean, that's not any different than that one girl did.
Yeah,
Australia.
was that
I love-
Australian? Is that what she was?
Yeah, I
She
love the
really
one
had a
clip.
PhD in
Yeah.
breakdancing.
Oh,
I like the
stop it.
clip that they're showing. The people were sharing of her, and it was like when your kid says, "Hey, watch this," and it's like then it shows her like whatever she was doing.
Make sure you use Kodak code. Dad, watch this.
Yeah, the breakdancing part of it was not fun, but
No.
we did get a lot of the track and field events, which are always exciting.
And always drama.
The day we recorded was the 100-meter final, which was a crazy finish. With Noah Lyles winning.
0.0005.
Yeah.
It's in between them.
Yeah, that was crazy because he wasn't even favored to win that one. He was favored to win the 200, but that was fun.
So what I don't understand is why is the rule to when you cross the finish line, it's your chest, it's like your torso, and not your foot or your hand? Because to me, it's like whether you win by a quarter inch or a quarter mile, a win is a win, right?
Yeah, any part of the body should count, I feel like.
Yes, because like the guy who got second, I think his foot was across the line first, but his chest wasn't. And that's the part I don't get. Where I'm like, yeah, if you're longer, that's the advantage. Like it's like in any sport, there's advantages.
Yeah, some of the rules are stupid. Like it makes no sense to have the torso be like the defining factor.
I'd never heard that before. Is that a new rule or?
Neither have I.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
I don't know if we just never had races that have been this close where we've had to actually know that rule. But
Dude, did you guys see, Brandon? I know you saw it. The difference between 100 years ago and that 100-meter race, the time difference with all the training and the nutrition and the track conditions and the cleats and all the stuff that goes into it, and it's only like 0.71, 0.80 difference of like 10 seconds down to like 9 point whatever.
Yeah,
Well, apparently 0.005 is the. It matters.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's you would think
It's wild though.
you'd think it'd be like 20 seconds faster.
Yeah.
At least 5, right?
Yeah,
At least
Chariots
5
of Fire, some guy just running on the beach.
Yeah,
1900s. That's kind of in
Especially
the same
like-
ballpark.
Especially like the shoes you see they were wearing.
Yes, they're wearing like loafers.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hard leather, hard sheepskin leather, sheep stomach soles.
Yeah, and the tracks are so nice now.
Yes.
No, that was kind of shocking.
Yeah.
They did a similar comparison for the swimming too, like the 100-meter swimming, like back in like 100 years ago, basically. That was actually a noticeable difference. Like the swimmer, like modern day, like they were already halfway coming back to the finish, and before they had even
On their way
touched
down.
one way. Yeah,
That makes sense.
like that one was like a noticeable.
Because now if you're a swimmer, you have to be like a freak.
Yeah, did you
You
see
have like
Katie
your shoulder,
Ledecky?
like a pterodactyl shoulders. You got long legs.
Dude, did you see how much Katie Ledecky won by the 15
Yes.
meter or whatever?
Yes.
Like, no one was in the screen at all.
Mhm.
Like that's ridiculous. I can't imagine being that good at anything where you're just dominating.
I mean, I think you're a pretty damn good podcast producer.
Hey, I appreciate that, Eric.
You lapped the competition.
Yeah. Hey, thank you. You're already on this podcast. You don't have to.
Oh, okay,
You don't
good,
have to
good.
Yeah, you don't have
Suck
to
up to you
suck
anymore?
me.
All the competition's asleep while you're working.
Yeah.
That's a joke because we're starting this way late on a Sunday night.
Yeah, it is currently 11 p.m. Eastern time.
Brandon's currently taking
Yeah.
shots at our producer.
Look, it's a one time thing. Man. One time. I told you I had stuff going on. All right. So yeah, but I feel like the highlight of this week though was Team USA basketball. 2 awesome games. One first against Serbia, where they came back from being 17 points.
Yep.
Um,
It was awesome. Steph Curry went nuts.
dude, Steph, KD, and LeBron. They're
Yep.
old.
Yeah.
Damn it. They still got it.
They still got it.
They still got it. And
But
then
what is
obviously-
it? You thought it's like they were sleeping through those first couple of matches. Like they weren't sleeping.
Mhm.
They were resting.
Yeah, exactly. They just pretended to be sleepy dads.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then obviously the gold medal game against France where Steph Curry, dude, those last like 3 threes he hit were awesome.
Did
That
you
was sick.
see the French broadcast talking about
Mhm.
Steph about he was that demon's Curry?
They said
Or
the
that
devil
devil.
named
Yeah,
the
that devil
named Curry.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. That's awesome.
Dude, he was so good. And he was so hyped. I didn't realize this was Steph Curry's first Olympics and only Olympics because he's not going to come back in 2028. Like this is his only shot at Olympic gold. I didn't
Way to
realize
go
that.
out.
do you think he's like close to retiring?
I think so, dude. He's
I
like,
feel like it's like what else does he have to do? Like he's not LeBron.
Exactly.
Like no one's LeBron who's going to play for 20 something years.
Yeah, LeBron's probably going to play for at least like 3 or 4 more years.
Right.
Yes, that's
But,
right.
like,
He's got to guarantee his
wants
son
to-
some contracts.
But
Yeah,
if he wants to play, I mean,
I know.
what
He's a
what
shooter.
older- yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, he could
stand in the corner.
he could realistically play longer than LeBron because he doesn't literally he
Yeah.
can just move to shooting guard. Doesn't
Dude,
need the
LeBron's
ball.
he's a freak though. Just being around.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, at age 40, he's out there like freaking still to the peak of his abilities on the biggest stage of them all. So
Yep.
yeah, I don't know. I think Steph will probably retire in the next couple of years, if we're being honest. Unless he wants to like team up with like LeBron or something and go for
he
a
has this-
championship.
Maybe we get him on the pod as this other sleepy.
He can announce his
Asking.
retirement instead of the Players
Yeah.
Tribune. He can come on the Sleepy Dad
I
pod.
think so. This is an offer out to Steph Curry if he's listening.
Come on the
Yeah.
SDP, please.
Hey, we're a player-friendly pod. All right, we welcome any and all. Yes,
We're player friendly, dad friendly.
yeah.
Hey, we're also mom friendly. You know what I mean?
mom-friendly. Hey, kid-friendly. Still up to date.
Yeah, kid friendly. I'm not your friend. I'm your dad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Exactly. So, all right. Any other things that we wanted to cover for this last week of Olympics?
Before Brandon goes, because I know he's got to go in too. One of my coworkers, who I don't know personally at all, but his daughter, Masai Russell, won the Olympics 100 meter hurdles gold medal.
Dude,
that was
pretty sick.
awesome.
100-meter hurdles has to be like insanely difficult.
Fast,
Yes, yes, very
Like,
scary. And if you
there's
mess
so
up,
many
you're
hurdles.
eating. Yeah, and you're eating the turf if you mess up.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, this Haley's been doing like track and field and like going to like middle school
Oh,
track and watching hurdles.
Just hearing hearing all the hurdles fall. Ka-ching,
I mean,
ka-ching.
it's scary. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do it.
What's the video of like that? It's like clearly it's a high school track, and the girl goes to start running, and she falls, and she gets up, and she falls again. Like,
Yeah. I've seen a couple of those.
Dude, Brandon, I ran into my neighbors across the street today. They were, I was driving out of the neighborhood. They were walking. I was just like shouting through my car window. Their daughter is in middle school and she's a cheerleader. And they were like, "Hey, her first football game just ended. It was a thrilling 3-0 middle school football game." We sat there for 4 quarters and only one field goal was scored.
It's probably like a 13-yard field goal.
Yes. I'm like, oh, that's pain.
That's gotta be the worst. At least at home when you're watching something like that, you're like, I can just turn this off.
Yes.
Like, you're like there. There's nothing you can do about that.
Yeah.
Brandon,
Well,
what do you? Yeah, I know you had something with the Olympics as well.
yeah, like I said, I actually did watch some because we had someone from Chattanooga, a young girl, Olivia Reeves. You've probably seen her on the interwebs. She got the gold in weightlifting. I think she's like 21 or 22. But that's the first time American got a gold in weightlifting in like 24 years.
That's crazy.
Really?
And she set a record too. I mean, she's been crushing like all the tournaments like leading up to it. So I think it was kind of expected that she was going to do well, but she freaking went out there, smashed it, which was really cool. And
Go Mox.
just like exactly. Fun fact, I did see. Speaking of Mox, Terrell Owens was tweeting about her, shouting her out.
He's a mock Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
He's
Shout out,
surprisingly very supportive
UTC.
of Chattanooga Mox.
It really is.
For
Hey,
being
it
at
really is.
UTC.
That's the only people that'll take
I
him.
was gonna say they're the only people left that will tolerate him.
Yeah. But something cool. I know y'all like to make fun of me about CrossFit, but the first CrossFit gym I went to, her parents ran. So she would have been like 9. Like I remember like their kids like running around the gym and stuff. And then now she's
So you're saying
lift more than all of us combined, probably.
you're saying you taught her everything she knows?
Yeah, I think she probably saw us in there. I was like, I don't want to do this. I'm going to go do weightlifting.
I want to be like that pasty white guy right there.
Yeah. No, she saw us and said, I'm going to stick to weightlifting.
I'm gonna clip this audio so it makes it seem like Brandon taught her everything that she knows. And just
Brandon's an
taking
Olympic
credit.
champion.
Yeah, and taking credit for all the hard work.
Yeah, I think I got a medal coming in the mail by default.
It's like a cheap
That's
Toyota
awesome.
medal.
That is kind of crazy, Brandon. To think about like literally just like
First American
Yes.
gold in weightlifting.
and
So it's pretty
honestly
wild.
to be clearly she has talent and to be in Chattanooga and then to go on to the Olympics, just like it's like all the layers and it's like strength to me it's like speed like the track and field runners and weightlifting. Those are two like universal things where if someone's fast, it doesn't matter if you come from like an Ivy League family or like from like a poor hillbilly ghetto family. It's like if you're fast, you're fast. It's the same thing with strength. So it's like to be the strongest or to be the fastest. That's literally it's like that because anyone can challenge you and you beat everybody.
Yeah.
That's gotta be
that was
an
awesome.
feeling.
It was fun to watch.
Very cool. Way to go, Brandon. Way to teach her everything she knows.
Thanks, man.
Hey, good win, Brandon. We can promote that we have an Olympic gold medalist on our pod.
Oh, that's good. Hey, we're Olympic gold medalist friendly podcast too.
Yeah.
If any of them want to come on.
Yeah. I know, Brandon, you wanted to talk about the CrossFit Games a little bit. I know we'll give you your little time to shine here to do that. Do you want to do that now or do you want to do it after our not draft per se, but more of a discussion of Olympics?
Oh yeah,
let's finish the Olympics.
Yeah, that's a weird pivot. That's a hard pivot there, Nish.
Yeah. All right. So we were gonna do another draft this week, but we figured this would be more of just a fun discussion to have. So the original topic of this is events that we think we could do start to finish. So Olympic events
in our prime or current.
Prime, obviously.
Okay.
I don't think we're doing them in either.
No. Yeah.
Well, speak for yourself, Brandon.
And obviously we know
not with that mindset.
Yeah.
You said I'm the Olympic.
And we know we're not going to be good at these events, even in our prime. We're not going to be good at these events. This is just
once again. Speak for yourself, Anish.
You haven't seen Eric breakdance.
I'm a breaker. I'm a breaker, bro.
Yeah.
Break Nasty is on the clock and he's ready to draft.
There is this is embarrassing, but there is a video of Brandon and myself somewhere out there. I don't know where it is, but we have those Jabberwocky
where's this
masks.
going?
We had those Jabberwocky masks back in the day, and we were attempting to break dance in the Dixie House. Do you remember that? It was you, me, and Jackie.
Oh, I remember, but I got something else.
Go ahead.
If we're talking about like breakdancing champions and different types of dance champions, I don't know if you do have a Gerba champion on this podcast.
Very true. Hey, Anish, these are Anish.
Flip that. Flip that.
I walked
Anish
right to that one.
Am I?
It's indisputable.
Was I the very best to learn from?
Unanimous Gerba 2010. 2010. No. It was like 2008-ish, 2007.
2008.
Champ.
It was probably 2008. So, okay. So for those who don't know what Gerba is,
he's the champ.
It's an Indian festival.
I'll tell him.
It's kind of celebrating the festival of light, and there's just a bunch of dancing and stuff like that where we all get together, have a good time. Just
Brandon was a Make-A-Wish kid,
of it.
And he won.
So I decided to take Brandon and Eric with me one time, and these guys were a fish out of the water. But some old senile lady who didn't even know where she was. She didn't even know where she was. Came up to Brandon and said, "You did a very good job. I want you to teach my kid." And now Brandon, self-proclaimed champion.
I didn't proclaim that. Lady proclaimed it.
Also,
that beautiful, smart,
vibrant,
young lady. Yeah, she was very young,
voluptuous.
Yeah.
And that was a weird way to describe that because that's not how I remember that at all either.
Hey, and I remember you clotheslining someone in the dance line.
Clotheslining is hard. That's
I believe the word is
clobbering. Look,
he clobbered
through the heat.
Anyway, long story short, I won Gerba. No wonder my kids are into dance. It just is in their genes. So, anyway, continue.
I don't. You know what? We're just gonna end this pod here right now.
Anish couldn't even win Gerba. It was loaded. It was all tilted in his favorite. Brandon won.
Yeah, I hope that's not on your draft.
That is not an Olympic event, so we're fine.
Anish's game was more garbage. You know what I mean?
Right. I hate this pod now. All right. So, like I said, we were gonna do a draft, but we decided it was more fun just to kind of talk about some of these events and if we can do them. So I'm just gonna kind of go through the list, and we'll just kind of give like a yay or nay if we think we can do it.
Okay.
In our prime, again. Consider it in our prime, start to finish. If we
so now, right now,
I'm saying now.
yeah.
Pre-back surgery for me.
Yeah, you have a legitimate medical thing.
First things first, basketball. I think that's a hard yes.
Yeah,
we've seen Eric's skills. That's a hard no for Eric.
I would be the was it Halliburton who was just on the bench the whole time and got a gold medal?
Yeah, I'll do that too.
Everybody needs a hype guy.
I would have been a good effort, all defense guy. I do not pass me the ball. Do not make me shoot. I can't do a layup. This is not my area.
Great vibes at practice.
Yes, yes,
Yeah, everybody needs a good high five guy.
yes,
You just master a new handshake with every individual teammate.
yes.
That's all
But
we need
no,
from you, Eric.
do not put me in coach. I will be shitting bricks the entire time.
Too easy. Gold medal. Next.
Too easy. Yeah. All right. Canoeing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who's
Yeah.
a Boy Scout? I've gone 125 miles down the Buffalo River. Yes, I'm good.
Look at that.
Yeah,
Gold.
I think
Next question.
Yes,
Brandon's response to everything.
dude, I'm a
gold.
good navigator. I know the J stroke. I can camp on the side of a riverbank. I'm good. If that scenario happens, we're good, boys.
Okay.
Prime or now?
Now both.
Yeah, both. I flipped my canoe on the Harpeth one time when I was younger.
Yeah, you're out, and I'm the navigator.
Yeah. All right. Badminton. I think I could do it. I wouldn't be good, but I think I could do it.
I say yes because we've all played badminton.
Nah,
but
I don't
when
think
you
I'd be
see,
good at it.
say the
Badminton's
ping
hard.
pong, when you see the elite level, you're like,
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever moved that fast. To be honest, I don't think I've ever moved that fast.
Also true. So that's a good segue, Eric, because table tennis was my next one.
Yeah, ping pong. I think we'd all get our
Yeah.
asses handed to us.
Yeah. No
0-21 every time.
Yes.
No
I'm
way.
like, go ahead and serve it. It's like, pass me. All right, go ahead and
Yeah.
serve it.
Or you just hitting it back in the net.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, man, if I didn't hit the net every time, I would have been in this.
Yeah. Cycling.
Yes.
that's a good
You got a professional
Yeah.
cyclist.
I have a. Oh, you know what, Nish? What a perfect segue to this right here. Who has a cycling medal, 100-mile race in London? I do.
This wasn't
I
even
do.
planned. Eric was joking about showing
I was-
off his medals before we
I
started
was-
recording. This wasn't
and I
even
have-
planned.
That medal was hard earned. So yeah, cycling. I like my chances.
Why was it hard on Eric? Let's go ahead and just tell the people the story of your race history with that Prudential race.
You mean because I didn't own a bicycle 4 months before that I won a spot in the race? And then I had to go buy a Walmart bike and train on it and then race through a hurricane through London. And then I learned London gets hurricanes.
And
Yes,
did you have a flat tire too, or your chain?
And I had a
broke or
flat
something
tire.
like that?
I had a flat tire and I did not have the right pieces to change it. So I literally rode on the rim of the bike because it was a rental. So I said, fuck this bike. And I just finished out the rest of the race.
Yeah, I have full faith that Eric would be very good at cycling. He's been through it.
Dude, yeah, I've handled a lot of curveballs on cycling.
Never mind.
All right. Next one, golf.
No.
Mm-mm.
No, yeah, the
Hard
elite
pass.
level is just
No.
yeah. At my best, and which was never very good, I shot like plus like 50.
Yeah.
Anish and I took golf in college, a class in our last semester, just to screw around, and we'd go out there once a week and play and just be shanking them for 9 holes straight.
Yeah, and we were too cheap to like rent a car, so we'd have to walk.
Yeah, we'd
our
walk
ass.
it.
Oh,
We'd
God,
have
you
to
guys are
walk
so
our ass
cheap.
to the-
And that's a
dude.
cheap golf course.
It is a very cheap golf
We're in
course.
college. We're
Yeah, we're in college,
It was a-
dude. I'd rather use that money to like go drink. You
yeah,
know?
we were awful.
Yeah. So
You're going to
Yeah,
need
that
that
was
money
a-
to buy more golf balls because all the ones I lost.
yeah. Well, every time what happened is we'd go out there with the intention of playing 18, and then we get to 9 and be like, fuck this. we're
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
This isn't fun anymore. All right. Handball.
I don't know the rules.
Yeah, I don't know the rules. It
I don't
seems like
either.
I could catch on. I don't know. What do you think? It seems like we could do it.
No lie.
Buttons.
Hey, you know what? I'm not going to lie. Irrational confidence guy here. I
Yeah.
think in my prime, if someone taught me handball, I feel like I could have been pretty good at it.
Same.
Clip that.
Okay. Tag the entire.
I'm an
team.
all-
And then we're gonna
Handball
have Eric do handball, and then we're gonna put
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
the
We're
video.
also-
of
I mean,
his
if-
hand.
I think Norway won gold. If Norway can win gold in handball, I think we would have been fine.
team. Yeah, we're also a handball friendly podcast. So Team Norway, if you want to come on and debate us, please do. Field hockey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The
Maybe.
problem with field hockey for me is like it looks like they got to lean down too much. I feel like I'm too tall for field.
Yeah, Anish, you're not wrong about that. But
Yeah.
if it's similar to hockey. I think in my prime, I'd be like, yeah, I could at least try out for field hockey.
Yeah, you're also
Damn,
the
Eric is
average height
racking
of
up
a-
the goals.
I am.
apparently.
Yeah,
Guys,
yeah.
Eric
Anyone-
is pretty confident.
Yeah.
Anyone that has ever played sports with me is like, what the hell is he talking about?
Yeah.
Eric is.
But you know what? It's my podcast, so yeah.
Yeah. If you have anything else to say about it, leave a comment.
Yep. Subscribe, rate 5 stars,
Subscribe.
leave a comment.
Yeah, rate 5 stars. Leave a comment. We'll discuss in the
Hey,
comments.
I'm being honest. Basketball, I bowed out. Golf,
Yeah,
I
true.
very graciously bowed out.
Also true. Fencing.
No.
Yeah. Not at all. Not at
Mm-mm.
all. Rowing.
Eric's a rower.
I was gonna say,
I
God damn it.
I specifically put this on the list because Eric told me he had a rowing machine.
I did have a rowing machine, and I used it like a boss, and I was good at rowing, but I've never actually rowed in the water.
Yeah, I've never rode. In
So
the water,
I'm gonna say no.
No, yeah. It's fair. How different could it be though?
I'm still Anish is very difficult.
I know.
Hey, and also Anish, it's a lot of back, and I
Oh
don't,
yeah. No.
I don't
Yeah.
think you could handle that.
Nah. Yeah. I'm out. I'm out on that. Next one, shooting.
Nope.
I think yes. I think I could.
Nope.
I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
No. You don't think you just shoot at a target?
I don't think it's that easy.
Yeah.
You also. Yeah. You might be right.
Like the same thing with like their archery. I don't know if that was on your like archery.
No.
Like they use a recurve bow. Like
Brayden, I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah. Only say yes.
it would be
because-
hard.
Yeah. Only say yes because I've been to a shooting range and I was actually a pretty decent shot.
Say
But
yes.
just-
Say yes, champ.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
say
saying
yes.
yes.
It's your
Yeah.
podcast. Say
Gold
yes.
medal.
Hey, I said yes. I'm just saying because Eric, in our text message, you said you could do shooting. That's why. I'm a
Well, I was
little
thinking about the guy who like picked in the Olympics, picked up the gun, had nothing on his face, and was just like
hand in the
pinging
pocket.
targets. Yeah, that guy's an
So-
assassin, though.
Yeah, he legitimately might very well be a trained assassin that we just don't know about. All right, swimming.
Yeah. Yes.
I think 50 meters, yes. 100 meters, I might
Dude.
get out.
I think 100 meters in my prime, I would be like I could hold my own. This is it sounds dumb as hell, but when as a kid at the KOA pool in Dixon, Tennessee, I
Shout out KOA.
I dominated swimming competitions. Listen, I was born to be a zero resistance in the water dive. I know how to do the turn.
I
could do
think one
swimming.
turn you're going in the wrong lane. I think
Nope.
first turn you're going in the wrong lane.
Dude, this is another one of those fam things where it's like doubt me at your own risk, Brandon.
Yeah.
I
gonna
think
say yes.
anything in the water, any normal
Brandon,
Joe is getting
I'm a-
smoked.
Nope.
Smoked.
I'm just saying Michael Phelps would
You
have
gonna
been
play water polo?
No, Michael Phelps would have been looking over his shoulder a little longer if I was in those competitions. I just didn't have the access, Brandon. I didn't have the access to the
What are you
Olympic
talking about? You had a-
pools.
KOA.
Well, hey, the
Yeah.
KOA circuit.
Olympic-
While the KOA circuit is prestigious, it is not the Olympic. It was not on the Olympic training radar. Okay.
We do a clip of all his golds. We need to get a gold count.
I know.
He might be.
Dude,
he
would have
might
like,
be up there with
ding,
USA.
ding,
Yeah,
ding, ding, ding.
he's up there with USA right now.
Yeah.
Well, I am an American, so we have a reputation to uphold.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest about that one. I'm realistic about the swimming. 100 meters, I'm gonna gas out. 50, I think I can stand the chance. I'm not gonna finish. I'm not gonna medal. That's for sure.
Yep.
But
Maybe down and back. Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe. I don't even.
Nope.
Swimming's
I was-
hard.
Yeah.
I was a good swimmer.
Very hard.
Always been a strong swimmer.
I think everybody thinks they were a good swimmer.
No,
when they were a
Brandon,
kid. I think
listen,
everybody thinks they were a great swimmer when they were a kid.
you're gonna piss me off. I am a good swimmer. I was a good swimmer.
Okay.
So you know
I
what's
was
funny?
built for this.
Gold medal.
Yeah. So you know what's funny? So same as Eric. I feel like when I was a kid, I felt like I was a very good swimmer.
That's what
And
Eric said.
like, yeah. So like,
Don't put me in
Brandon's
Anish's pool.
Yeah.
I would smoke him.
Hey, man, we owned a motel, dude. I had a pool. I was out
That's
there every
true.
summer, every day.
Very good point, Anish.
Yeah,
very
I was
good
out there
point.
every day.
Dude, Anish, the KOA we swam at was near your hotel.
Yeah, I know. It's right down the road.
It was right down the road.
Yeah,
Rivals.
yeah,
But we did not know each other then.
yeah. We were rival competing camps.
Mm-hmm.
No, but I was saying, it's funny
What could have
because,
been? What could have been?
Yeah, it's funny because when we went on our first trip to like a beachy type vacation, Priya was asking me like, or she knew I knew how to swim, and I was like, I always just said I was a good swimmer because the only thing I related to was when I was a kid, and like in my head when I'm out there, I'm like, I don't think I'm that good at swimming, but now she thinks I'm really good at swimming, I can save her, but I don't know if I can.
You're like Zach Braff in Garden State, like swimming all weird in the pool,
Yeah.
being all
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah. So
I am not like Anish though. I could actually swim.
debatable. We're gonna have to when the podcast gets big enough. If we get, how about this? If we get,
Olympic
if-
events.
if we get 1,000 likes on this video, I will come down to Tennessee and we will live stream a race between me and Eric in a pool.
At a hotel pool though.
At a hotel pool.
I kind of want to go to a KOA.
Yeah,
Dude, so let me just say this. Out of all those Olympic events, I think swimming to me is the one that I am the most confident about that I would be able to hold my own.
You sounded pretty confident about all of them.
Yeah.
We said in our prime.
Yeah. Yeah, when canoeing came around, you're like, oh,
I'm
easy,
sorry.
easy.
Hey, I'm sorry your prime. Hey, here's your prime, Brandon. Here's my prime. Okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry your prime was lower than mine. I'm sorry.
We're living in your shadow.
Yeah. Yeah, subscribers. 1,000 likes on this video. Me and Eric will live stream a race. That's what we do.
Hell yeah, we will.
All right. Next one, tennis.
I was never
played
good.
tennis in high school. So
Yeah, you played tennis.
feel
I
like
was
I
not
could.
good at tennis.
Brandon?
I give myself a bronze.
Bronze.
Oh, that's okay.
This guy.
You're gonna take Djokovic out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I would medal, but I can win a call. I think I could win one round in my prime.
But Anish, real talk.
One round.
Do you think you could return a single serve
No.
from Novak
I
Hell
Djokovic?
no, dude.
Be like
I
flinching
could
every
barely
time.
return a serve from Wyatt Harper, dude.
And he was good. He was good.
Yeah.
He was good. He
But
should have
let
gone
alone-
places.
Yeah. But let alone freaking Novak Djokovic. Like, one of the greatest tennis players ever. Okay, volleyball. Sand or hardcore?
Yeah, I'll take volleyball.
You're tall.
I'll give Eric
You're tall.
confidence on that one.
Hey, kudos to you, Brandon. Good for you for believing in yourself. Finally,
Yeah, I think I could do court volleyball, not sand.
you guys are both
I would
tall.
prefer sand.
You're both
I would
tall.
prefer sand.
Nah, I can't do
I mean,
sand.
court's
can do
fine.
court. Yeah. The tall, well, our height really helps us with that. I feel like the height alone kind of gives us an advantage. in
I'd be the
volleyball.
guy in the. I'd be the guy that has the different colored jersey. Where I'm like,
You're the guy just
I'm the setter. I'm the
Yeah.
bumper setter guy. I'll dig out some volleyball sets and try.
You're the guy
get
like
you-
in that one video that's just taking face shots after face shots.
get up.
And the last one I had on my list was running. Any sort of track and field running event.
Oh, I'm taking that one. No allows.
Yeah. No,
Dude.
I would do the longer ones.
I was
Like
gonna say, if
100 meter, 200 meter, I'm
endurance-
getting smoked.
no. I can't even say in my
Give me
prime,
any
'cause
of the long ones.
No.
Even playing
I was never a
soccer?
runner.
Yeah, even playing soccer, endurance was never my thing,
Yeah.
and sprinting was like never my thing. It's totally different.
Yeah,
No hurdles, no
never a
short
runner.
distance. I'll take my
Brandon,
chances in the long ones.
Brandon, I can see you doing the steeplechase Olympic event.
That'd be fun too.
That thing is crazy looking.
That would be
It's
fun.
They got, like, the
crazy.
water, they got the
Yes.
hurdles, like, what?
Yeah,
You know what
That
the
thing's crazy.
scariest one I think? We should have done this the scariest one, like pole vaulting. That'd be so scary.
yeah. I would fuck up
Like
the.
all
I would fuck up the
Yeah.
first like the stick, and I'd slip and not even get any
just
air.
putting all your faith in that.
Yeah,
No, yeah. That thing would snap on me. I feel
dude,
like.
they go upside down
Mm-hmm.
and up over.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part. I'd be afraid. Yeah, I'd be afraid the pole would snap. Hey, at this current weight, I'd be afraid the pole would snap.
But Prime Eric? Never.
Yeah, Prime Eric, he's getting over that bitch, no problem.
We saw the one guy get denied, so I know
Mhm.
Eric's getting over it.
Hey, good for him. Hey, good for him. That's not a
Also,
problem any of us
Did
have.
you see what was up with the guy who won the hurdle Olympic gold? But he was born and raised in Louisiana, but he was representing Sweden.
I didn't see that.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, he set the world record for the height on the pole vault and won gold. But he literally grew up in Louisiana in America, but yet he was representing Sweden.
There have been a lot of people in this Olympics that I've noticed have done that. Like they weren't able. I guess either they weren't necessarily good enough, or they didn't make the certain country team. So they just
Yeah.
went ahead and represented a different country because somewhere down the lineage, they
Did you
had
see
somebody
the-
from that country.
Did you see the France crowd booing Embiid when he got his Olympic gold medal?
He was
Mhm.
loving
And he
it.
was like waving it on.
He did the DX suck it.
Yeah.
jump.
I saw one thing and it was like he lives in Philadelphia. He thrives on this like
Oh, that's
Yeah, this
true.
is-
dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
this
think he's
is
been
like
booed
hype work
before?
for him,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
I know
Like,
we- I know-
le boo, le boo.
Yeah. I know everybody jokes about Emmy being soft, but shit, he probably plays in the toughest place to play in
Yeah.
the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
I would hate to play in Philly.
Yeah.
That's all I had on my list. Do you guys have any other events that I didn't cover that you think you can tackle and take
I
on?
think we did enough.
Yeah, soccer I
we-
guess was another one. Right,
Well,
obviously.
dude, in my prime, no.
But you played soccer, Eric.
I played soccer a lot, but in my prime now.
Brandon, what about you?
It's different between doing like exercise sports and actual sports.
Yeah.
To be fair.
I don't think we're doing any of them.
Yeah.
Swimming, I would put my hat in the ring for swimming.
God. I hope we
got to get him in a pool. We got to get this guy in a pool.
This video, dude.
I'm confident. What can I say?
Hey, if any of our listeners have a pool we could use,
That's right. Just let us know, and I will race. I will race any of you. I'll race any subscriber, any commenter.
Yeah, we'll just open challenge. Open challenge for 2 hours. Whoever wants to come and take Eric on. We'll keep it 50 meters, so it's not like you're not burning yourself out all day.
I'll do 100.
All right. Hey, man, your funeral. Eric's gonna like
halfway through the 50. I'm like, holy shit, this is long.
He's not even all the way down.
50 meters.
Dude, these damn. I'm not on the metric system. I didn't know what 100 meters was.
Wait, is that 100 feet?
Yeah. What?
Yeah. All right. So that wraps up our Olympic talk for the week. Anything else we want to hit up, boys, before we wrap up? Brandon, do you want to talk a little bit about the CrossFit Games?
I'm getting the CrossFit Games talk in, and normally this is like one of my favorite weekends of the year.
You love this time of year, Brandon.
Love this time of year. I know you guys make fun of me for it
all the time, every day, every chance I can. I will make fun of you for being a CrossFitter.
Yes.
This was one of the more depressing ones to watch.
On day one, too.
Yep, day one. Event one is historically they do some sort of endurance event. And there's usually a swim in this one as well. But this year it was 3.5-mile run followed by 800-meter swim. That's going on. Lazar Jukic, I don't want to mess up his last name there, but he was actually doing really well. And literally like 50 meters from the finish line, you can see him struggling, bobbing up and down, and then he goes under and does not come back up. And it just sucks because it's like he was that close to the finish line. There was maybe 2 paddle boarders out there. Like I don't know how they let that happen, how they don't have
for a lot of competitors, like a lot of people swimming too.
And he was close enough to the finish to where I feel like people at the finish line could see him.
Well,
like,
people did jump. I believe
someone
people did jump in.
And I don't know what happened. They haven't really said what all happened, but hopefully they say something soon. I know they're looking at it. It just sucks because I mean it's just like man, I know y'all, like I said, I know y'all make fun.
No,
of
we
me.
make no.
I love
we
so
tease you.
much.
Yeah, we tease you, but it's totally different when someone's literally competing and then they whatever, a cramp or something happens and he drowns in front of everybody though at the finish line.
And all jokes aside, it is a fun event to watch. It just happens to be during the Olympics this year. That's why we were extra teasing you about it this time around.
And it just sucks because it's like, I know like y'all joke and a lot of people joke about, CrossFit and everything, but I don't know. People like try and joke and say like, oh, it's not safe. And it's like stupid stuff. Like, it's like you let this, like this was totally preventable. And that just like feeds that fire of told you it's not safe, and it's like, but this could have been easily like, not, that could have not happened. So that just sucks. It just puts a big damper on the whole start of the weekend. And then it's like, well, what do they do? Do they cancel it? Do they keep going? So
but all the talk is about how the guy drowned in front of everybody and no one did anything, and yet they're still competing. And so you're like, what the, like it's like the dissonance of like this guy drowned who was a good competitor and yet they're still competing, and it's like a very like, oh well, the games go on.
Yeah, it feels weird.
Yeah.
So I mean, they gave them the option. They did like a survey or something, which also kind of sucks. It's like, hey, now you got to choose if you want to go on or not. That kind of sucks.
Or like honestly,
like the day of.
And honestly, Brandon, you're putting people who are competing who are like, hey, maybe your year's like salary or income, revenue, whatever is on the line, and you're like, well, I need this. Like I need this.
So they kept going. Some people did drop out. Actually, the male and female that won last year, both of them dropped out. They didn't compete at all. Some people did like a couple events and they ended up like, I just can't do this,
Yeah.
But then there were some people that were like, I needed this. Like I needed to, because I guess it's also tough. It's like, how do you process stuff if you see like someone and have trained with, and this happens, and it's like, all right, well, everybody go home. We're done. And so, some
wasn't
people.
didn't his brother.
His brother was there. His brother was in the games. His
That's
brother,
crazy.
obviously dropped out, but
Yeah.
So it's just real sad, man. Put a big damper on it.
Well, it's one of those things too, though. Where it's like, because from what it sounded like, the lifeguards were more concerned about people who were jumping in to try help.
I guess I don't.
If that's true, if that's a true whatever statement or whatever, but if you're like, you see that sometimes in events where it's like people are more concerned about crowd control than they are the person who's like in the water, who's like in distress. Yeah. So, but I mean, but Brandon, also, not to get this is, I know this is a Sleepy Dads podcast and not to get too heavy, but sometimes I think it's like we all get in this sense of like, no, it's like, this is way smaller stakes, but like, oh, I hit my knee in the ground on a slip and slide, and then 2 days later I'm in the hospital because in borderline almost having knee surgery, and then who knows what complications. Like we get in this sense of like, oh no, like you're safe and you could fix everything, and yet at any moment, your ticket can get punched.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially at things like this when you're like, these guys are world-class athletes, right? Like you think like,
and especially him, I think, I know we were talking about water earlier. I think he had like a water polo background too. So
right.
And he was like a stranger to the water.
So speaking of that, I don't know how the water polo guys and women do the sport because they're just treading water the entire time.
I mean, you are the swimmer.
But. Well, I'm talking about swimming, not treading water. That's a different thing.
But we can't end on sad. I'll make it. Oh, since I got the CrossFit mic.
Well,
the mic is all yours.
It's all mine.
This might be the last time you have the mic, though. So just
I know it's the last time we get to talk about it.
Before CrossFit goes bankrupt.
Yeah,
the lawsuit's coming.
It wasn't a good look for him this weekend, but was a good look. Tia Claire Toomey came back. She was we always talk about Rich and Matt Frazier being like the fittest in the world, the champions that going back to back to back. Well, she won 6 times in a row. Was out last year because she had a baby. Came back this year, destroyed everybody again. So 7 wins. She's competed 7 times and won all 7 times. So that was pretty cool.
Hey, shout out to the Sleepy Moms out there.
That's right. We're a Sleepy Mom friendly podcast.
Sleepy Mom friendly podcast.
Yeah. Then some young gun won. James Spragg. He was honestly, it's only his second year competing. He won with men. He actually, I know y'all didn't watch it. The final events were pretty exciting because he made a big push at the end to
Anish, did you tune in for those or
were y'all watching breakdancing?
No, I think I was watching the breakers.
Eric was trying on his Speedo. He was trying on his Speedo.
Eric was too.
Yeah.
You swim laps, not run laps.
Yeah.
It's fine. You're clearly not
He's out there with his Speedo, like doing the Michael Phelps like arm
Dude,
slap.
with the tiny the tiny glasses.
Yeah.
The goggles.
Just as a
you gotta start out next pod with those.
Yeah, find yourself some goggles and then have those at the start of the pod next week.
Dude, the goggles those swimmers wear are like so much fancier than anything we've ever used in our use in the pool.
When you look at them, you're like, how can they be that comfortable? But obviously they are, and they're like meant for like seamless wear, but they just don't look comfortable at all. All right.
Brendan, have you ever gone to any of the CrossFit Games?
The games, no.
I feel like you should have. You should have, and you should have gone solid for it went under. But you know what the good thing is? People can still work out on their own and not compete in those.
Brad is like, I hate this podcast. Yeah. At least once every episode, all of us are gonna go through.
No. I say that this is literally because I'm a couple hundred miles away from Brandon right now, so he can't like do pull-ups on me or do any kind of event on me right now.
I'm just trying to catch you in gold medals right now. That's all I got to get better.
Said swimming in my prime. I don't think
also canoeing.
Hey, list roll the tape.
You said handball. You said handball as well. That if
you were going, okay, it was an exercise, and you were going through all the sports, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, this was really
Mr. Olympian.
This is really
that's not
set up to get Eric to.
Yeah, this is okay. This is bullshit. This is a setup. I thought it was a friendly game.
Yeah,
I thought we were in the circle of trust with just us 3, and no one else will ever see this.
No, it's going out to all of our subscribers. Subscribe.
All 10 of them.
Yeah, subscribe, rate 5 stars, comment. All right, I think that's the perfect spot to end this week's podcast on. Like I said, let's get 1,000 likes on this YouTube video, and we'll should we hold the open challenge? Yeah.
Can we go views?
1,000 likes.
Eric's getting in the pool.
Well, dude, honestly, irrational confidence guy, I'll take on anyone in a pool.
Well, I said likes because views are much easier to get than likes. Oh, I'm trying to help you out, Eric.
Well, it's about to get cold, and I don't want to be in the pool if it's cold.
Centennial Sportsplex, I'm sure they have a nice heated pool.
It's got to be temperature controlled.
Yeah, exactly. 1,000 likes and Eric will hold an open challenge. Any and all competitors are welcome.
On his dime, he'll fly anyone
On
in.
his dime, he'll fly you in. He'll fly you in. All right, boys. Another episode in the books. Anything we didn't cover?
No, I'm ready for bed.
I don't think so.
Brandon is literally turning into a sleepy dad. Appreciate you.
If anyone's still watching, thank you very much. We appreciate your loyalty.
Yeah. All right. Till next week. We'll see you guys then.
Peace.